So let's say, and I can throw to you the demonstration. I will first start with that, but just till I share it with you, I want to explain something. If you take a container and you put inside that container, let's say 14 psi of pressure, and you take that container and you create gas pressure gradient with differentiating the temperature around the container. So you cool the container, the bottom of the container, you put it inside water with some ice to cool it off, and you heat the top of the container with some fire or hair dryer or anything. So you rise the temperature of the top of the container. You will be able to create a density pressure gradient inside the container. Are you telling me if I open the lid of the container, gas will not go away from the container, so it will not escape the container up, and it will fill the volume if I rise the pressure inside the container? Because you claim that
based on the flat earther's explanation, depending on the amount of energy around, I could stop it from moving instantly.
Oh my god, the guy's never seen wind before. The fuck?
No. Yeah.
But what a nonsense statement.
Yeah.
So Jedi was just saying that based on the amount of energy, you wouldn't have it go from high pressure to low pressure, which is just ridiculous, right? When I say that gravity is affecting the molecules of gas, that's why we have a higher pressure at the ground level than we do at high altitude.
Why did you take it out of context? Yeah, you can shut up for a second. Why did you take what Jedi said out of context? He didn't mention anything about... You shut the fuck up. Right, that's going to help you. When Jedi said about there's energy in the system, he never mentioned anything about the amounts of energy, and you're straight away pulling your dick about it. So how about you stop taking shit out of context and start listening to what he's saying? Or you might be red flagged a bit longer.
He won't do.
Jedi were explaining to you how you vary the pressure gradient. What do you use? You claim gravity. He's saying to you that is not in the formula. You use temperature, like in that demonstration in the side chat. So you are telling us, if you create a gradient of pressure inside the container, more than 14 psi that is around us, if I open the lid of the container, the gas will not disperse and fill the volume around it. That's nonsense, because it's not what happens in reality.
No one's saying that.
You said that.
That's a blatant lie. PV equals nRT has nothing to do with the pressure gradient. And the amount that you could show of a gradient within a container would not be. That's what I said. That's what I said.
So what's the V?
When you have a container and you're supposedly making a container that has a gradient, right? You're not doing it to the same degree that we witness on Earth.
Oh, shut up.
The summit of Everest
shut your fucking
has about
mouth.
1/10 the pressure as at sea level.
I understand. Yeah, with gravity, if you put a container of gas, for example, a vacuum chamber, and you fill it with gas, you will see after a couple moments, you will see 14 psi in the bottom of that container, and near perfect vacuum in the 99%. The rest of the volume, like you claim on the Earth,
show
claim that you can. You have to show that. You are the one who is claiming that you can have in a volume of a vacuum, you can have 1% in the bottom, 1%, 14 psi, and the rest, it will be a gradient going to near perfect vacuum, 99% just near perfect vacuum, and 14 psi in gradient in that one remaining 1% in the bottom. You can't see that. No. You will never be able to see that, because gravity doesn't help you to create an atmosphere or a gas pressure gradient.
Why not? Why does gravity not affect or create a gas pressure gradient?
I'll tell you what, just experimentally show it. We'll give you the phenomena of gas pressure. We'll cause it all day long with a fucking container.
Don't save him.
Yeah,
Let him back up his claim.
No, I'm going to.
Oh, you're going to save him? Okay.
No, I'm going to point out to you the actual crux of the issue. You're causing pressure with gravity. Okay, we can cause pressure with a container all day long. Now, experimentally, you cause pressure with gravity. Can you do that?
I'm talking about the gradient.
Yeah, causing pressure.
So when we have
causing the pressure, the gravity is causing the pressure change, the gradient. Awesome. Can you experimentally verify this without just pointing at it and declaring it, please? We'll give you the phenomena.
I have to think about the experiment.
Thank you very much. we'll give you the phenomena, the dependent variable is gas pressure. We'll also give you your phenomena of the cause, the independent variable, gravity. Can you define it and then very manipulate it to cause pressure, please?
Okay, you didn't have to repeat that 5 times, eh? Like, I need to think about what exactly the experiment would be.
Yeah, you
but
can stop
that's
talking
perfectly fine.
You can stop talking and
the point
think
here being, what? No, dude, I'm not going to listen to you mumble
the
on.
The point
again.
here being that you can't display this
I'm
scientifically.
What?
No.
Can
exactly.
You guys, can
now
you guys
start listening.
Put on your muzzles for just like a second.
Okay.
Right?
There you go. Your muzzle's been put on you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You didn't understand what Jedi asked you. Experimentation. Think about it in silence and share it in the side chat, like we shared with you the experimentation of gas. Like we did share with you the experimentation of gas pressure gradient with varying the temperature, vary the gravity, and do your own shit, and show us that gravity, that gas pressure gradient made by gravity.
Yeah, let's go one at a time. How about let Glitch pick who do you want to talk to?
It doesn't matter. He just wants to chant shit. Jedi gave him a golden opportunity. He gave him gravity. He gave him his fucking gas pressure gradient. All he wants to do is see it scientifically. That's it. Done. When Rich displays that, we'll let him off.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that sounds like a good way of taking it too. Like, if your container's gravity, homie, just say it. Say the weird thing. Just say it.
Yeah. Like that is my position, right? That the gravity is what is stopping the gas from escaping off into space. There's a downward bias of gas, which we can measure based on the amount of gradient we observe on Earth.
Yeah, cool story.
Yeah, which is actually the bending and warping of the fabric of time and space, creating a well. Just say it. Just say the weird thing.
Or the bunch of invisible, infinitely small tooth fairies. Yeah, anyone can throw his own speculation and assumption, and without defending it or proving it in reality, demonstration. Like you said, you want to think about a demonstration? Go ahead, think in silence. You're not thinking about a demonstration. In your place, I would just mute myself and go think about that shit. When I find it in my head, I will tap it in internet and bring it to the guys that I'm asking for.
Why is it the case?
How did it take me much more time than like you when we were talking about gas pressure gradient inside the container with varying the temperature? It was just like a gun ready to shoot. I just shooted you with the proof. So go ahead.
No. Why is it the case that when a glober makes a claim, such as the fact that gravity is what causes this gradient, right? I need a scientific demonstration of this fact. When you guys make claims all day and don't require anything like that.
Like what? What you would do is test your claim. Like, there's a gas pressure gradient. That must mean the gas is being held downwards. And then be like, I wonder what would happen if I went below the surface of the Earth. What happens?
Crit. Hey, Crit. Yeah. Jedi had a very simple question for Rich.
Yeah, I think he's just going to say gravity, right? Gravity's in.
No. Rich was talking about how come every time a glober makes a claim, they have to back it scientifically, and every time an FE makes a claim, they're not backed.
Yeah, I was just taking as dogma.
What?
Now,
like gas pressure?
Hey, hold on. The question was, which claim, Rich?
The claim that Necros made earlier, and I told him he had to demonstrate it. And the gas pressure gradient in a container.
Did you watch it?
I sent a video. I demonstrated that. You want to see gas pressure inside the container? I can show you that. You want to see gas pressure gradient inside the container? I did send that.
To the degree that we witnessed it on Earth, so to 1/10 the amount.
I mean, look, now we're splitting hairs.
Oh my God.
Well, it's a very specific claim.
I don't care, Rich.
I know you don't care.
You haven't given us any. Not one.
No, you can't just give an experiment that doesn't show what the experiment's supposed to show. I can show you an experiment of dropping balls proving gravity. That doesn't show what you're asking.
Grouchy asked for a gas pressure gradient.
Craig, can I get one at a time, please?
I take that.
So we've got experiments that show the cause of gas pressure as expressed in PV equals nRT. Necros has just been kind enough to go and get some of the multitude for you. Now, can you provide one for your claim that gravity causes pressure? Just one.
Yeah, okay. I can show you an experiment of dropping the feather
No, that's
in the
not
bowling
causing
ball.
gas pressure.
That's an experiment. It's showing gravity.
Gas
No,
pressure.
and you're not showing gas pressure to the gradient on Earth. So
Sorry, we're showing you gas
what's
pressure,
the point?
though, aren't we?
Yeah, and I'm showing you a lack of it. I'm showing you a vacuum.
Rich, I don't know why the fuck I'm
and how things falling. Yeah, so mute up then. If you don't want to be in the conversation, don't be in the conversation.
So I'll get it again. So the thing in contention was gas pressure gradient. Simple as that. Gas pressure gradient. 3 words. That's the thing that we were talking about. There was no numbers, no nothing in. It was the thing in contention. Can you show gas pressure gradient inside the container? Yes, I can. No numbers needed. Can you show gas pressure inside the container? Simple sentence, simple task. Yes, I can. And I did. Can you show gas pressure?
That's not what I was asking for.
Can you show gas pressure gradient without a container with gravity? Go ahead. Even if it is just something cheap like I did show you, that is not exactly comparable to the Earth.
Thank you for admitting it.
Yeah, well, but because the container is not...
now, why don't you go work on getting something that is comparable, okay?
Wait. Because if we want to do that, that will need a container that will just have to be as big as the Earth, somewhere that we will have to put, I don't know where, in your back or something.
Oh,
but
shit.
No, we talk about one single thing, gas pressure gradient. You are not able to create any type of gas pressure gradient. Small, big, half of what I just showed you, something. You can dream about it. You can draw it on a paper, but you can't demonstrate. I can demonstrate that you can have gas pressure gradient. Just single thing to understand, gas pressure gradient inside the container. That's demonstratable.
How many times do I have to say that it's not to the amount that we witness on Earth?
Okay, can you
which
show
is
the
issue?
that you have done?
Because, excuse me, I let you speak. Can you please have the common decency to allow me to finish my statement? Holy, now we have the peanut gallery chiming in.
Yeah, well,
you guys please allow there to be a one-on-one?
Yeah, we're going to help you out. Now, you are going to start being in the conversation instead of thinking you run it. Because at the moment, there's about 9 mods in here that run it a lot better than what you do, Rich. So pull your fucking head in.
So can you show me gas pressure?
Oh my goodness, dude! Why are you just going to ignore what I was just talking about? Why don't you address the fact? Okay, then I have no reason to speak to you. If I'm asking for this amount of gradient,
no. It wasn't the task.
Wait a sec. Yeah, okay, show us the gradient using gases, using gravity as the cause. Then go ahead.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Can we get to that?
The amount of pressure we witness and gradient that we witness on Earth.
Okay, go ahead and show that using gravity as the
that's what it is. That's what I'm showing. I'm saying that because we have this decrease in pressure with altitude.
That's
the evidence.
Gravity. Did you vary and manipulate it?
That's the explanation. I'm giving you the explanation.
Oh,
right?
so you don't know.
That as you increase in altitude, right, because gravity decreases with distance, you have less of a pseudo force applied to these gas molecules, right, holding them down less. So that's the explanation. But I'm giving you the explanation based on observation.
Is that a story or something you verified via experiment?
I haven't done an experiment to verify it.
Has anybody?
Really, is this where this was going? Was this the waste of the last half hour, Rich? Serious? I'm just going to explain it to you, and you're going to have to buy my story. I don't have to.
I didn't say you have to buy my story.
You don't have to scientifically verify your story. You just have to explain your story.
I'm giving an explanation. That's what I have.
Is that Rich?
Why should I have to give more than you do?
Sorry, we are giving you everything that we've got because we understand that when we put gas inside a container, by consequence, it's fucking under pressure.
You're saying, so give me the scientific experiment showing the gradient that we have on Earth in a container. Go ahead.
Can't do that, dude.
Oh, well, you failed then.
Can you give an experiment? Can you give any experiment where you cause pressure with gravity? Just one. That's why we understand.
Nor can you. What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? I'm going to run away from my claim that gravity.
At least I have an explanation.
Thank you. Is causing this. You're not going
to. An explanation can't cause anything, silly.
No shit, Sherlock. If you
why do you say an explanation caused something?
You fucking weaselly little cunt. Seriously, dude. All day long, we can demonstrate gas pressure requiring a container. You understand this, but you want to replace that with an explanation when you beg the question and say the gas isn't expanded into my vacuum. There's a gravity gradient. You can't verify this in an experiment, can you?
Okay, so you just made a claim. You can verify that you require a container in order to have gas pressure. Please give me the scientific experiment that does so.
You're a fucking weasel. I should boot you out for practice.
Yeah, dude, Rich, Glitch, your explanation doesn't hold up.
A law is an experiment?
Your explanation doesn't hold up. I can look at your explanation and see it doesn't match the observation.
Don't save Jedi Crit. Don't let him run from his claim.
Not saving the one. It's
you're going back to this topic after Jedi just made a claim for which he hasn't substantiated it scientifically. And to him, that's the pinnacle of having a position. So please go ahead, Jedi.
Yeah, you'll need to worry about what Jedi said. You need to worry about what you said.
Nice burden of reversal too there, Rich. You're the one that's still got to display your gravity causing this gradient scientifically.
Yeah, I have to demonstrate gravity? Drop a pen.
You haven't. Drop a pen. So dropping a pen is going to prove a gas pressure gradient.
No, you just said demonstrate gravity.
Yeah, this is you not listening to the entire fucking sentence. You scientifically have to prove gravity causing a gas pressure gradient. Did I do it well, Crit?
Yet Jedi doesn't have to prove that gas pressure.
Yeah, we've got to get to that yet.
You don't. Okay, don't worry about Jedi. Worry about you.
That was a claim that was made prior to.
Yeah, now you made the first claim. Now Jedi, half a fucking hour ago, asked you to prove this. He's still waiting, and he doesn't want to get any fucking older.
I already said I didn't have an experiment on hand.
So you've got nothing. So you just.
So I have the explanation, and now I'm
we don't
Jedi.
Want explanation. We've already got. Stop. You've already established for the crowd. Explanations mean fuck all. You've already stated that.
I don't understand how that's been demonstrated.
So why are you now handing us an explanation when we just want a scientific experiment that's been done or that you're doing? That'd be awesome.
Okay. So where's the scientific experiment for gas pressure requiring a container?
So these are the experiments.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome if you did it.
Okay. So these are the experiments that go into PV equals nRT by Messer, Boyle, Gay-Lussac, and Avogadro. Where every single time they put gas
pick your
inside
favorite.
Boyle's law.
Pick your favorite. We'll go through it.
Okay. Boyle's law.
Boyle's law is an experiment?
Yeah. Would you like me to go and get the citations?
Do the experiment. Run me through the experiment.
You can do it with scuba diving. You take a bottle, 2 separate bottles, with 2 different levels of gas pressure, and then what happens at pressure?
No, so this is an example of there being gas pressure inside of a container. This is not an experiment showing that gas pressure necessarily requires a container. Inside? So let's go to the point and the claim instead of running from it and actually show that scientifically
hang on a minute. You don't dictate shit in here. You've still got to prove yours yet.
Don't run.
So don't be dictating to him. He ain't running nowhere.
Yeah, you're trying to run.
You're the one sitting in here claiming everyone's running.
Yeah, you're trying to run right now.
Listen, I'm fat and I'm white. I don't do much running.
Hey, if you want to concede like I did that I don't have a scientific experiment for what that claim was.
So what do you want? You want us to prove gas pressure needs a container. Go and pick up a fucking oxy bottle. Pick up an oxy bottle. Gas pressure in a container. Done. Yeah, again, open the fucking valve. Stick your face in front of it.
Gas pressure being in a container doesn't mean
how do you get the gas in there without a container?
This is like saying
Rich,
requires a box.
Yeah, shut up. How the fuck, as a welder, when I need to do some oxy cutting, am I going to walk around, pick up my oxy torch and go, oh, there's oxygen floating around. That's at a high enough pressure. Come on, dumbass. You fucking retard.
So again, it would be like saying that pizza requires a box.
So again, like you have something important. Stop fucking preaching. Rich, you're not here to preach. How do I get a high enough pressure without a container to squeeze it all into?
That's a malformed question, because you're saying that you have to.
It's malformed because you're fucking being a weasel.
Put your muzzle on after you ask a question.
Okay, muzzled on. It's only malformed because you realised you're fucked. You've got nowhere to go. So straight away you'll do the little 2-step. That's a malformed question. I've heard it before. Try another game plan.
I think what's got Glitch worked up today is that Tesla was banned from Canada.
Oh, I couldn't give less of a fuck. Can we stay on topic here, please?
The topic's over, dude. Like
the topic's over. No. I'm gonna die on this hill that you guys have failed.
You want to stay on topic as you reflect the burden in your own argument, dude. You want to stay on topic.
When was my argument that gas pressure requires a container? That's your statement, the flat Earth statement, and it has not been shown scientifically to be a necessity.
Well, don't worry about what flat earthers do. Just go around to all the scientific publications, everyone, like NASA,
no.
all of them.
You all don't get to do this.
Tell them to change their words
just for thee and not for me
to your words, because if you think they're all wrong simply because a flat earther cited it, you could go in there, you could dive in there and be like, hey, you guys, check this out. I heard a flat earther say gas pressure requires a container, and they'd be like, okay, and can you tell them it doesn't? And they'd be like, well, dude, no, gas pressure requires a container. It's defined. It's defined as the states of matter. That's like solids, liquids, and gases. Yeah, gases require a container.
Look,
and
you can't
tell them that. Can you scientifically validate that? And then see what answer you get from them.
You can't have
Boyle's law. You get all the same answers, and then when they tell you, well, you see, check this out, Glitch.
No, yeah, please let me say something.
You're going to say the same mantra over and over again.
No, I'm going to say that you cannot have gas pressure filling the volume of its container, as well as the fact that you would have a gas pressure gradient that we experience on Earth. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. You have to concede on one of those points.
No, that's easy because the gas pressure gradient isn't related to gravity at all. They'll tell you that.
We're not even talking about gravity right now. We're talking about the fact that you cannot have, under your position where there is no gravity, right? You don't have gravity. You have gas that has a law that states that it fills the volume of its container, and you have a gradient such as we have on Earth. These two things cannot be reconciled.
Are you saying you can't have a gradient in a container?
No. Do you need me to restate
it? You are saying that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That you guys can try and strawman me all you'd like.
No, you're saying it has to fill the container. No, you don't even realize that you are saying that because you're saying it has to fill the container.
That's crazy.
And there can't be a gradient in a container.
I'm saying the gradient to the degree that we have on Earth. You wouldn't have a container that has 1/10 the amount of gas in the top.
Why? How do you know that? How do you know that?
And the fact that gas would fill the entirety of the container.
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
I just explained it. If you guys weren't chanting, how do you know that over and over?
No, you just claimed it's true without. There's no validation there. You're saying, well, if the container is the Earth side, it would definitely fill it up. It can't be a gradient.
What? No.
How do you know
try
that?
listening. Try listening. Okay, creation.
Okay. Can you have a gradient inside of a container? How about that?
That's not a very good job listening.
Can you have a gradient inside of a container?
Of course.
There you go. We're done.
Can you have a gradient to the extent that we have on Earth in a container?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, demonstrate that.
The Earth.
Oh, so you're just begging the question. You're begging the question without an
that's the
actual
same thing you've been
demonstration.
doing all fucking show.
You haven't demonstrated.
That's the same thing,
container.
Rich. That's that's going to help. That's the same thing you've been doing the whole show. Begging the question. Oh, gas pressure. Earth is outside. Go and have a look. How about you start fucking listening yourself instead of preaching? Because seriously.
Does gas fill its container?
He was talking the whole time then. He's too stupid to even...
No, I just asked the question. Just ask the question. Wait for a response.
So your question, from what I heard, does gas fill a container?
Wait, did you say container? What do you need the container for? Container?
Yeah, why the container, Rich?
What do you mean container?
I'll just wait for you guys to be done and answer the question.
But you keep talking about a container.
Yeah, because we're talking about a container now.
You're no longer proving your own words, Groucho.
Why would you do that?
Something to fill? Because you claim that the container is gravity. Is gravity something to fill? Your question is stupid because you're asking if the gas filled the container.
I wonder when someone will be brave enough to answer.
We're getting
and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be complete sidesteps. So he's going to ask a stupid question, and we're trying to get out of him.
Does gas fill its container is a stupid question? Imagine being that stupid.
Okay, Groucho, fuckwit. Let's just break this down. In what context? Please, give us some more information.
Sure.
Have you ever carried a broken tank?
Jesus Christ. Now there's another person jumping in. The context is to have the container that would be the first. What do you okay, when I'm asked a question, please don't interrupt me while I'm trying to respond.
Yeah, please don't cry. We're getting over it in a hurry.
Actually, though, why does everybody keep jumping in? If somebody had a question, just leave it. Let it stand. Don't pile on top of it.
Well, Migo had a question, and then I don't know.
Yeah, that was asked after CB asked me a question, which is after Matrix asked me a question.
So me first.
Yeah, so don't make me side with this fucking idiot, for the love of God.
You just did.
Well, you're going to have to do a lot of tap dancing.
Just go ahead, bro. Hurry up.
Restate your question.
My question? I thought you were answering someone else's question. Whose question are you answering?
You just said I was first. Matrix.
I was joking, dude.
Okay.
But
your question
you seem like you had a point.
I know what my question to you was.
Does gas fill containers? And I wanted a little bit more context with this.
Yeah, so the firmament, which is a container, would gas fill it?
This is what I wanted more context with. Fill as in we have gas pressure?
No.
Or fill as in you're trying to hunt for, it's got a gradient, there's no gas up the top, but there is gas down the bottom at different pressures. This is what I'm trying to get out of you.
No.
Because you're breathing now, aren't you? Yes or no?
In the way that gas fills the entirety of a container.
Rich, are you breathing now? Yes or no?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because if you're not breathing, you've got a fucking problem.
I'm speaking right now. Do you think I'd be able to speak if I couldn't breathe?
Excellent. So we have pressure. Awesome. Thank you very much. So there is gas in the container.
That's a brain rot.
You said fill entirely.
I fucking
win! He laughed. Wow. And fucking incredible, bro.
I fucking dislike that piece of shit. You've got no idea how much I dislike him.
That's really Rich Evans?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris calls him Glitch Evans. That's funny, dude. That shit had me dying.
Yeah, I've been privately. I've been calling him Glitch for a while. So I thought I would. Yeah, I was rolled out. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I think three of us chimed in there. This was maybe just 3 minutes ago. When he was like, "I am not saying it must fill, dude. You pretty much just said that. And you have a container. You can't agree that there's a container and a gradient." And then his questions following were like, "Well, so it would fill entirely, right?" No, not necessarily.
Artie Hayes, you got something intelligent to add?
Not this He's not even in the call.
Yes,
could give him the answer if what he was looking for. Yeah, if you had a container the size of the Earth, then you could represent gas pressure gradient like we have on Earth.
But didn't Necros present to him gradient inside a container?
Yeah.
What was his issue with that?
There's always gradients inside containers. Always.
What was his issue with that?
He probably didn't even watch it.
Well, he took back his original statement. That's when he started saying, "Well, the gradient that we have here on Earth, it wouldn't be possible." Yeah, the whole thing was he flamed out.
Flamed out. Oh, he probably is. They're obsessed.
Yeah, I don't know. He started arguing with himself right at that moment, and I don't know. It's not often that he leaves like that, runs away mid-sentence.
That was a good cooking session, though. We cooked thoroughly.